Sorry, I'm gonna laugh every time I see the fucking rainbow. It's fitting, but it's funny.
Not on purpose.
No,
But I love it.
yeah. So, guys, if you can't see it, if you're on the audio, just go to YouTube real
Oh my
quick.
God, the
I'm
way it looks on your
covered in
hand,
rainbows.
that's so cool.
I have like a rainbow cling on my window. It's like a privacy cling. Um, because I have like really sheer blinds and I just don't want people being able to like
Yeah,
see into my house all the time.
normal.
But it doesn't really do this very often where it's like
I
the
feel like
whole room
sometimes you
becomes
get,
rainbow.
yeah, I would say sometimes we get
A
like the
little
little
bit.
ones.
This is like excessive today.
It's fine.
And like I'm not gonna block my windows because I don't have any light in my room and I have to turn on the artificial light and it doesn't
Yeah, and
look
it doesn't
good.
look
So
as
we're just
good.
gonna deal with the fact that
It's
I
okay.
look like I have some kind of disease. I look like the girl with the stripes, except
Wait,
it's blobs of color.
yes. Yeah. I see I was gonna say there was, no, isn't there one? Maybe I'm making it up. I could have sworn there was like another children's book, like, but the girl had like
I
spots of
don't.
color. I might just be making it up, but it's
Speaking of
okay.
rainbow pride things, I love that the Kraken made the rainbow fish win
I know.
for Pride Night.
I'm invested in this rainbow
But I
fish.
also really hope that that's not the only time the rainbow fish wins because that feels homophobic if
Because I'm
it's
saying, like,
not.
they bully that rainbow fish every other time.
He gets eaten all the time. It's very
Yeah.
frustrating. Also, my
I forget
foot
the other
is
two.
already numb.
Oh, I'm
Just
so sorry.
so you're aware. Like I
Okay,
cannot feel it.
that's not good.
No.
Starting off very strong.
So episode 6?
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on with Luke and the
Is
Devils?
Pauline retiring soon?
What book is that?
Did you see the new Kraken jersey?
Three-peat?
Was that the goal of the year?
16 million?
Who's gonna win the Norris
The Isles are
Trophy?
having fun again?
Did you read the new Elsie Silver
Will
novel?
the Sabres ever make the
Can anyone
playoffs?
beat Ovi's
Give me
record?
a new book rec.
Who got traded?
Will Matthews bounce
Can
back?
Tampa get back on top?
This is Read Between the Blue Lines,
A hockey podcast.
where our brains are filled with endless stat lines
Rosters.
and a list of books to read,
Tune in every Monday for a deep dive in the game you love.
and the books we can't shut up about.
I wish I was at a cottage right now. Actually, I do.
Yeah, I'd love a day off of
I
work.
have
Actually,
like way
today is my
too,
day off of
well,
work,
not
but
even that. I mean, like the summer weather and like not having responsibilities would be nice,
yeah.
but
Also, if someone loved me, that would be really nice.
I was gonna say it's like that's a whole other separate conversation.
Like, actually, that's
But
the
also,
main
that'd be
part. That
really
would be nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Make it way
Um,
better.
so once again, if you're here from the first two episodes, welcome. If you're not, welcome. This is going to be a heated rivalry review. We've done episodes 1 through 5. In the other two videos, they will be linked below. This is solely episode 6.
The finale.
So hopefully
Yes.
it's not 2 hours long. If it is, I'm so sorry. Spoiler warning for the whole season, spoiler warning for the book, very specifically Heated Rivalry, but maybe some of the other books, including Game Changer and The Long Game specifically. We are finally able to talk about Unrivaled a little bit, which I know we did last time, like maybe a little bit, but we'll talk like a little bit more. That makes it sound like we had
Yeah.
insider information. We did not. I just didn't want to talk
No.
about it until it was like officially released because that felt like I didn't like it.
We hate when people leak things.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Can I?
And don't
Oh,
support it. Don't
guys,
support it if it happens. Don't even.
real quick, real quick.
What?
It didn't get leaked this time. Harry was able to announce it on his own.
Oh, yes.
Harry's
I
coming out with a
hasten.
new album the weekend that F1 starts and Indy has two races and also the trade deadline for the
Yeah, I'm gonna
NHL.
have a wonderful time.
I okay, also last year I was so busy trying to manage like threads and trades and my actual
Oh,
9 to
it's I was in
5
here.
because you
I
were
am
in
here this
Australia
time.
and I was like, do I take
I
off of
remember.
work for the trade deadline?
No, I literally
But
woke
because
up.
I'm home and because you're here, it shouldn't be as bad.
Yeah, I don't know that far out if I have work.
But like you
But I'll be here. I'll be on this continent
you'll be
in a
in
different time
America
zone.
this time.
Yes. No, literally
Yeah.
last year I woke up and I remember Kent had sent me like three texts and my phone, of course, like all of my Twitter notifications had gone off and all of my like NHL app notifications had gone off and I was like, "Oh, like things are happening while I'm asleep." Cuz they're
Yeah.
like 15 hours ahead of me or behind me.
Behind.
So, yeah, that was experience. But this year won't be that bad. It'll just be
Yeah.
a lot of things happening all at the same time
This year we
while
can
we're both here.
but like we can listen to Harry and it'll be great and we can like watch Quali while we're doing it's just gonna be a very hectic
Yes,
weekend, but I'm very excited.
I
But
am.
it didn't get leaked and I was so happy it didn't get
No,
leaked because I remember seeing on Twitter probably like the night before when that arrow on the website. Okay, if you guys are not Harry Styles fans, it's gonna make no sense. Please skip forward like 30 seconds. Um,
or don't.
or don't. The arrow that was on his website started to move, and there
Yeah,
were people who literally were like, "So those of you who work at Target, I'm gonna need you to do your thing again because I want to know what's going on." I'm like, "Why?
that's my. They did that for
If you're
Taylor too, and I'm like, could we just let people enjoy? That's my biggest like pet peeve now is that everything has to be like spoiled ahead of time, and I'm like,
yes,
let them
why?"
just. There's a plan, and I would rather find out when I'm supposed to find out. I don't need to find out early. That ruins it for me.
Same thing with like movies. Like I've never understood the concept of like the day a movie comes out, tweeting about it or putting a
Yeah,
TikTok out about it with no spoiler warning
I
or
feel
the
like
spoiler warnings like
we've lost that plot. Like that's a post-COVID thing.
no, we've completely lost like spoiler etiquette, theater etiquette. Dude, I
Yeah.
went to go see Avatar the other day with my mother,
Oh God,
and
I'm nervous.
mind you, this is the third movie in a series.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, the first one came out like 12 years ago,
Yeah,
but the
but you can
second one
watch it.
came
It's so
out
easy
like
to watch.
recently.
Yeah.
There's an older couple next to me, and so in my head, I think older people should know theater etiquette. Like, I think that people
Yes.
older than us should still have that like maintained, like
Yeah.
you don't talk in a
Know
theater
how
with
to.
okay.
Yeah.
No. Um,
Don't
this
tell me to talk
woman had
the whole way.
her had her
No.
phone on full brightness and was talking to her husband about how she doesn't understand what's happening because they didn't see the second movie.
This
They
is
went, "Oh, there was a second one?"
when people complain about like Netflix taking like when everybody's like, "Oh my God, they're not making movies anymore for the theater." It's because people treat the theater like they're at home. And that
So,
is also like that is ruined the experience because nobody knows how to act in like a public
no,
theater when watching a movie because it's like, "Oh, I'm just at home." You're not.
they
Go watch
wouldn't
it at
sh
home if you want to do that.
they
Like
would not shut the fuck up.
that would drive me insane. Could you
And
move seats or is it
additionally,
like
no, it's
full?
packed.
Ugh,
And additionally, like halfway through the movie, I guess she got bored and decided to start scrolling Facebook with her full brightness on. So I literally went like this to like block it.
as
And
you
this
should.
bitch didn't realize I was doing it or thought I was doing it for another reason and like didn't move her. I literally wanted to slap her. And then, of course,
That's horrible.
my mom's phone is set so that if my brothers call like
Yeah, it
two
goes.
times, it goes off, but the sound goes off too because it's obviously an
Yeah, of course.
emergency. It was not an emergency. They wanted screen time. But so her phone goes off and the lady like whips her head over to be like, and just I
Oh
almost
my
ended up in
God.
jail. So that was fun.
That's actually insane.
I just bring back any kind of etiquette. Like
Please.
stop being weird to athletes on social media. Stop being weird to actors on social media.
I feel
Stop
like we've
bringing your
lost the
phone to a
plot.
theater. Stop singing along with live theater when you're in a musical. I'm not paying to hear you.
Yes.
Also, that's one of the things. If you are paying to be somewhere, why are you going on your phone? Like I
Yep.
pay to go to movies, even if I've seen them before, like when they have like reruns,
Because it's
I will
experience.
go because it's fun to go to the movies with your friends and chit chat afterwards and like intentionally have no
Yeah.
phone time.
You can look at your phone at home or anywhere else. Yeah, I know. It's
Also,
one of those
movies are
things that we
one
just
thing,
lost. It's
the
just gone.
theater is another. And I know that this is like I live in New York, so I'm very snobby about it, but like if you're going to a Broadway show, put your fucking phone in the gutter. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I
Yeah,
don't
it's wild.
You are paying hundreds of dollars to be in that theater. Like I get it, the movies are like $20, right? Like maybe go on your phone. Like, no, but like still no.
But
But
still,
you're
no.
paying hundreds of dollars to go to a Broadway show and you're on your
Yeah.
phone.
Also, that's more
That's
like
like that's so
in the
stupid.
movies, it's rude to people around you, but like in a live theater, it's rude to like the people around you and the people who are literally performing. Like that's just disrespectful. So
Yes.
it's not that important. Put it away. Goodbye. See ya.
Um, so anyways, now that Rachel has officially announced that Unrivaled is coming out, we can theorize and chat chat, although I think it would be
Yes.
fun to have like a different like theory episode. We'll see how long this one goes
Yeah,
today. Again, hoping it's not 2 hours. Spoiler warning, did that. Content warning, if you're under 18, please leave. Um, we will be talking about mature content. Um, that's it, I
that's
think,
it.
right? That's a
Yeah.
good intro. Okay. Yay.
Woo!
Ooh, I see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Forgot about
Again, I don't even know what day of the week it is. I'm just like,
that. Having a
there's
day
something
off
happening.
is confusing me because
Yes.
also, ugh, I have to tell you something off.
Okay.
Please hold, everyone. I'm gonna cut this. Okay, we're back. Um, I only have a page and a half of notes for this one.
Okay. There's an
I
I
think
know what I
because
want
I
to
was
hit
just
on.
so enamored by the episode that
Yeah. I was like,
yeah.
it was, yeah.
My first note is about the like ceremony, the award ceremony that's
Hmm.
happening. And Scott Hunter gets the MVP award, which makes sense.
Yes.
You and I had spoken about this, and we were trying to figure out. So in real life, there is an award called the Masterton Trophy.
Correct. Sorry, it's getting bright. There's
It's
so
okay.
much snow on the ground, it's gonna like
Yes.
completely wash me out. So
I love waking up and go in the middle of the night and
it's
going,
like,
"Oh, it's morning," and it's not
yeah,
morning.
no, exactly.
So it's called the Masterton Trophy, and it's. Can you say like exactly what it's for? Because I
Yeah,
know
hold
like
on.
what I say in my head, but
The official league
yeah, description.
definition recognizes the NHL player who best shows perseverance, sportsmanship, and dedicated to hockey. Often after overcoming significant personal hardship, injury, illness, etc., etc.
And so we were talking about how he didn't come out until the final, and so he probably would not have been eligible for that year's Masterton Trophy.
Yeah. Also, like the MVP is very much, or if you're doing it like in NHL terms, the heart is very much given to like the player who's literally like the best at hockey, not like the best human being. If that makes any
Well,
sense.
no, I'm not saying he
But
doesn't deserve the heart. I'm
no, no,
saying
no.
he also deserves the
Yeah, but
Masterton.
I'm saying like the MVP is not a like a multifaceted thing. It's just like you were literally the best player.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Well,
But
best
yes,
player for your team.
yes. And the playoffs don't count for that, but this happens
Yeah.
after the playoffs anyway. So, but yeah,
So
it's like they announce it before the playoffs are over, so those things would not correlate time-wise, unfortunately.
so I think I don't know because I feel like there is a certain way that like an exception could
They
possibly
could
be
have.
made. But I think that the following year that Scott Hunter deserved the Masterton Trophy and he would have gotten it the year after. And I think that that award probably meant more would have meant more than like
The
a
MVP, yeah.
heart. Um, and then a lot of comments about like how like I wish this could happen in real life. And I also do want to touch on real quick a lot of the comments that I've seen that I'd say about half of the queer world is like this show is very helpful. And I
Yeah.
think that it is going to grow the queer community and like help us be more confident and stronger. And then there's a different section
Group.
of the queer community that is very adamant that the show is very romanticized, which, yeah, it's a romance.
It is
Sorry.
also fiction
Um,
for that purpose, but
like I just want to say again that like this story is meant to be a queer joy story and not
yeah,
show as much of the hardships, which we're going to get them in season 2.
you guys don't even want it. Unfortunately,
Um,
yes.
and obviously season 3 if we're getting a podcast that is literally designed to spew hate at these people.
Yeah.
I understand where everyone is coming from. I think that the disconnect is that this is in fact a romance
Mm-hmm.
and it is in fact supposed to have a happy ending.
Also true.
Um, I also do understand how watching the show can be extremely traumatic. Like there were parts of the show where I was like, "Ooh, that hit a little too close to home." And I wasn't even
Yeah.
like yes, was I an athlete as a kid? Yes. Was I closeted for a while? Yes. Would I consider myself like a closeted athlete? No, because I did not exist in that
I know what you
capacity
mean.
when I was
Yeah.
struggling with the closeted at the same time. I think had I still been competitive dancing when I was like once I had figured it out, I think it would have been a very different
Yeah,
issue. Because I think that that's where you like heated rivalry. Everyone's like, oh, give it hockey, like give it another sport. And I'm like, I fear that one of the
that's the
only
point.
sports with women that would have like a heated rivalry aspect would be like cheer or dance.
Yeah,
Like those hyper feminine sports where
yeah.
you see each other
It's
like
like
super naked all the time.
the opposite, or like the parallel of,
Yeah.
yeah, hockey, which makes sense.
Which also, if anyone is aware, someone said that we need like a UDA Minnesota Ohio heated rivalry, like a book, like an AU thing, and I agree. So if someone wants to write that, please go do. About like two seniors who've been battling for, okay. UDA is like the
I
Super
could see
Bowl
it.
for dance
Yeah,
championships. And Minnesota and Ohio State are like always like at each other's fucking necks, and that would be a great
there you
AU.
go.
Anyways,
Hmm.
um I see both sides. I think that this is a show that's meant to bring joy, and
Yeah,
I don't think that every piece of queer media needs to show struggle for it to be relatable.
yeah.
Do I think that this show is going to lead to specifically an NHL player coming out? No. Do I hope that they can watch this show and realize that there is a fan base for them? Yes.
I also think we've said it before, just um, which I know is not like probably as probable as you think, but like just a shift in mindset to be like, oh my God, I might be sharing a locker room with somebody like that. I should probably be a little nicer and
Yeah.
welcoming and like make sure everybody else on the same page as that.
Because
And
even if
that's
it's
something
just a
that we're
shift
not
in
gonna see.
culture,
Yeah, like we're not gonna see that on the
yeah.
ice as much as you would think, but if that's the impact it's gonna have, it's still a positive impact, and that's still something that like would benefit hockey as a whole. So we can't underestimate that as
And
well.
like even if this is what brings back Pride Nights in full force and lets you wear jerseys again on the ice and lets
Yeah.
us wear warm-up jerseys and have pride tape during games, like those are things that are important. And
Mhm.
also that applies to like every single diversity night that exists. Like they used to be allowed to wear the fun jerseys during warm-ups and stuff. And
Yeah.
if that could come back for every single community, not just the gay community, that would be great.
Yeah.
Would love for this show to have like a truly deeply ingrained positive impact.
Yeah.
But I can also see how it like also if it's hard to watch for you, it's hard to watch for you, and that's completely understandable and you are so
Yeah.
valid. So I get it. Anyways, moving on. The airport?
Yeah. This I love how this is a parallel too and to the end, but like Shane being so nervous and both of them wearing sunglasses on and thinking nobody's gonna recognize either of them.
Yeah.
And also Ilya going on a 2-week trip with a carry-on is crazy to me.
He
But
just
like I guess
figured, well, first off, he's like, we'll be naked most of the
I was
time.
gonna
And
say
second
he
off, I can just
whole
borrow Shane's
I was gonna say
clothes.
half the time he's never wearing a shirt, so I guess it requires less clothes,
Just has
but
boxers. Also,
yes.
I'm sure that the cottage has a
No,
washing machine.
that is true. I just thought it was funny. I was like, he just going with his little, but yeah,
My foot is stuck again. Please hold.
the one you can't feel.
This is one of
Are
my
we okay?
arguments. This is one of my arguments against hitting calves in the gym because now I can't get my foot through tiny spaces.
Oh, yeah.
Um
Did you get it out?
yeah.
Okay,
I
we're good.
also can't wear jeans that are like
Not straight.
yeah,
Like
because
the
my
wide
calves are too
straight.
big. They look so stupid. So anyways, I went jean shopping yesterday, miserable, but I did
Sure.
end up getting jeans, which never happens.
Yeah, we love
So
that,
if
but it's
you're a
horrible.
former dancer, Old Navy, apparently.
That's what did I tell you that?
I think
I get
everyone's
mine
told
at
me
Old
that and I've just
Navy
never gone.
because I was the only one I had the problem with my thighs because of field hockey. So mine was always, but they also have, this is gonna sound so funny. They make specific short jeans, like so
Yes.
they don't have the long length. So I have to buy those because then they actually like don't look ridiculous. And they only have them at Old
They
Navy.
only, but they don't have curvy jeans anymore. I found one pair.
Do they really not?
I found one pair that was returned.
Oh, rude.
So they still have them. And I was like, hey, do you guys have this in like the next size up? Because like these fit,
Do they
but they
even
would
have them
be,
online?
no.
Ah,
I was
that's
like,
rude.
these would be more comfortable if they were like the size up, but like I could,
Yeah,
I'm like, if I, like, I was like, I'm very bloated. If I was not bloated, they would probably fit
they fit.
perfectly.
Yeah, I know. That's the worst.
But like, could I look at the size up and just see? And he's like, we don't carry any curvy in stock anymore. And I was like,
Okay, we hate them
and
for
I
that.
looked at him and I went, he could see my face and he looked worried. I'm like, I'm not gonna yell at you. I'm gonna yell at corporate. And he was like, don't mention my name. I'm
As you
like,
should.
no, I would
Of
never. But
course
the
not.
fact that we're getting rid of curvy jeans that fit me perfectly is really annoying.
Yes.
Anyways, this is gonna be a long
It's
episode
okay.
because I
We'll move
can't
through.
shut up. Okay. Oh, I love that they kept the car comment of like it's practical of
Yeah.
like that little
Also,
jabby conversation was great.
who's driving a Range Rover in the snow? Like,
You're right. You're
you're not
right.
you're not you're not driving that in the snow. It's not a practical snow car. I'm so sorry. It's not.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be
But
a Jeep, I think, like,
yeah, but
right?
it's like a super expensive, like,
But also
you're
the
not
fact
driving
that
it in
it
the snow.
the fact that it is a Range Rover and isn't a Jeep is even more of like, Ilya, why are you making fun of him? Literally every
Yes,
hockey player has that car.
that's true.
If
Yeah,
it
we
was
don't
a
I
Jeep,
want to know
I could
what
understand it. But
I want to
like
know what Ilya has in the show. Like what his car is so we can be like, why are
probably
you
has like
saying that?
17 cars.
I know. But we never see him in a car or
I
in
don't
his
know.
own car. But yeah, that was a funny that it's practical is so good.
Um, this is gonna get real kinky real fast. Ilya loves being called sir, and they are definitely into role play.
That's so funny.
Am I wrong? Because the fact that he
No.
was like, "No, sir, please, I'm just a bellboy," and you can see the change on Connor's face, and
Yep.
I was like,
Yep.
"That man loves a power
No,
dynamic."
for real. Which I
Because
feel like we've kind of gotten glimpses of already.
I think in the long game, it's like a little bit more.
Yeah, there's way more. But
Um, but yeah, I was
that
like,
yeah, it's actually a really good
"Y'all
point.
are." I'm like, I was like, "This is a great
Hello.
little tidbit
My
for season 2."
I don't know if you noted it in that scene, but my favorite part of that was when Shane goes to close the blinds, shades or whatever. Because again,
Yeah.
Shane's cottage is like windows and a door. There's like no
Yes.
walls in this
No.
place, actually. And Ilya purposely getting up to like not he's like, no, like leave them open and he purposely turns them back up. I was like that to me felt like a they are alone because Shane on their
Yeah.
way in, Shane's like the only person that would come by as my parents, and he tells them he's on a silent retreat, which like whatever that means, okay.
He's just taking
But
some time to himself.
and Ilya's like that's so like that's not believable at all, but it very much felt like the whole like they've been sneaking around now they finally get to be like together and not have anybody worry about it. And Shane, I feel like is still doing that, and then Ilya being
Yeah.
like, no, there's not gonna be anybody to see, and it's fine. And I was just like, ugh,
Yeah.
ugh.
Also,
So yeah,
the intimacy coordinator, which I am forgetting their name. I had
oh,
it
it starts
and
with
I
a J,
forgot.
doesn't it?
Um,
They're amazing though.
they deserve like literally all of the stick taps for that episode because
Yeah,
the way that everything was done this entire episode from like the smallest of touches to like that scene we'll get to with the phone call, like
yeah,
everything was literally perfect.
it was.
Um, Heated rivalry
I could
in
have sworn it starts with a J.
Chala Hunter.
Nope, that is yeah, it sounds right. I don't know why. Where was I getting the J from?
I don't know. Yeah, Chala
But yeah,
Hunter. Um, literally, like I mean, the whole series,
amazing.
the whole like show so far, but this
Yeah.
specific episode just felt so intentionally and so well done
Mhm.
with like the softness, but the heat behind. Like this scene, like against the window, like
Yeah.
is so tender but so sexy and so well done, and I am in love with it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Um, But I once again want to make a note about how like the whole show goes from like sex to love and like that. And I feel like this episode actually really like encapsulates it well because we start off the episode with like them kind of like almost immediately at each other.
Yeah.
Once they get to like their destination, they're like, "Ah, let's fuck." And then at the end of the episode, it's like very
The
just
other
like
thing,
them in like regular life. And I was like, I
yeah.
like that this episode is a microcosm of the whole show in and of
The
itself.
other thing too is about the way
Microcosm.
like
I
sound
love
is
that word.
used.
Yes, continue.
Yeah. Um, because I feel like all the other episodes leading up to this are super loud. There's music playing,
Mhm.
whatever. And then like there's music playing in the car, and the moment they pull up to the cottage, it cuts. And I don't think we hear music ever again for the rest of the episode.
Until the
And
end, I
until the
don't
end.
think. Yeah.
But like it's all like natural, like the natural sounds, like them moving around the house. Like there's no like
Yep.
outside noise coming in. And that makes it also feel like so comfy cozy because you're just like, oh my God, it's just like they're just,
Yeah.
it's a normal thing. But that also to me felt like it was very intentional, obviously, because you have all that noise coming in from all the other episodes, and you get here, and it's just like the nice kind of silence
It's
in a
also one of
way.
those weird meta things where it's like no one is analyzing you to then put music to it.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just you guys existing. And
Hmm.
it's so good.
That's the point. It was, I just thought it
Also,
was very well done in the
I
whole episode.
need to talk about is it when they first get into the house? Hold on, I need to find the scene that I'm talking about to see when I'm
I
supposed
would
to
say, I
talk
don't
about
know
it.
which one it is.
Um,
When he's saying his real estate fetish paid off.
I don't know if it's that one. Yes, okay. It's when they're walking in the first time.
Yeah.
It's completely done in one shot
Yes.
with one camera. And the way that they don't have microphones. Like, okay, so this is from Valentina V. I on TikTok. I watched her whole breakdown and like I noticed it in the moment, but like I do love like a good cinema shot. The way that it just follows them through the house and
Yeah.
is done, like the choreography and blocking of that scene alone is
Hmm.
literally worth all of the awards.
Yeah.
So,
I agree. I agree.
um, yeah, just everything in this episode
So
is
good.
literally fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Um, funny thing, I get you, Shane. I would also make hate hamburgers. One,
We've talked about this.
I know, one, you're both professional athletes. You should be able to
Yeah.
house 8 burgers by yourself.
True.
Two, just
So the recipe
reheat them
said.
tomorrow.
That too. That too. Normal.
I feel like that's fine. Brie and I have both
Also, I
discussed
didn't
that.
think like people were like, "Oh my God, why is he making 8 burgers?" Like I didn't even process in my head the first time I watched it. I was like, "That's fine. Like he's just
Yeah,
making a recipe. What like
he's
are like
following the
leftovers
rules.
illegal here? Like are we not eating things?" I'm confused.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a normal to
Like I
me. I
don't
was like,
have
"That's fine."
anything. Like I just will make like an entire box of macaroni. But I also like will buy a whole pie and then eat like I'm talking pizza.
Oh, okay.
I've been
I
informed that
mean,
not everyone uses pie for a pizza, and I'm very
who doesn't?
confused. I
How else do you call it?
one pizza
Just a pizza?
apparently. Apparently
Interesting.
outside of like New York and New Jersey, people do not call it a
No,
pie.
you order it as a pie. That's crazy. And then ordering it as a pizza.
Yeah, I'm like, can I get one regular pie? And they're like, yeah. Other places
I've
apparently you
never
can't
thought
say
of that.
that.
I've never thought of people not okay.
Um,
Interesting.
yeah, I will just order a whole pizza or like order or get like make a whole box of mac and cheese. Like that makes
Normal.
sense.
Yeah, I
Don't
agree
get
with
it.
you.
Don't get
I
it.
am completely in agreement. Agreement? That's not even the right word. Agreement.
Lovely. Good job, Brie. So proud of you.
It's fine.
Um, okay.
Next one, if you have it, is an all-timer. The fire scene, the fire pit scene. Or we're talking
We're
about the
not
burgers
there
first.
yet.
Okay. I didn't know what you had next.
I have I don't know who said it, but it's leave me alone. No.
Yeah, that's them at the grill. That's Ilya saying no
Okay.
because he like makes fun of
Oh, it's
him,
about okay.
and then Shane's like, "Okay, just leave me alone." He's like,
Like
"Never mind, no."
but I love that he's like reassuring, like, no, I'm going to put up with your stupidness. I'm
Yes.
just also going to make fun of you for it. And like the ribbing while they're like gently like petting each other
Yeah,
is again fantastic. When does Ilya get his little jealous thing?
the fire.
Okay,
Because
so now we're at the
so
fire.
they eat, and then they have the whole McGill thing when like he asks to learn about Shane's parents, which also made me like, oh my God, because he
Yeah.
like at this point Ilya is like completely cut off from his own family. He doesn't talk to them. He doesn't. His both of his parents have died, so
Yeah.
like. the fact that he wanted to know more about Shane's parents. I was like, oh.
But I
But he also still makes fun of Shane in here, so
but
it's like,
I do love the fact that Ilya's like, oh, McGill, like it's
you know, it's
important,
so
and then is like,
funny.
what the fuck are
He has
you
no idea
talking
what
about?
it is. I know.
But
It's
like
so
his
good.
first initial reaction is very much like, yeah, I know what you're talking about, and yeah, that's a huge deal. The fuck are you talking about,
No,
bitch?
literally.
Like,
It was that line is so well delivered. And it was and that's like straight from the book too. I'm pretty sure it's exactly how it is in the
I
book.
think so.
But it is so funny.
Yeah.
So funny. But yeah, now the fire,
Okay.
which is also hilarious because I don't the concept of Ilya not ever having to sit around a bonfire ever in his life.
I don't think Europeans would really do that often.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, I think it's so funny that he just like we just look at it and I'm like, that's kind of the whole point. It's like,
I don't get
but
it either. Like when
no,
we
I
have
don't think
fire
anybody
pits,
gets
I'm
it.
like, this is horrendous.
Yeah,
Because I'm getting attacked by smoke. It smells bad.
bugs.
There's bugs. I either want to have a book or something in front of me so I can like do
Yeah,
something while sitting in front of the fire, or I want marshmallows in my hand. One or the other.
exactly. You have to like be actively doing something. I don't get just like sitting there. Unless
No.
you're like talking to somebody, like actively talking to somebody, I'm like, okay,
Still, you could go inside and do
true. It is true.
that. Also, it's the summer. Do we really need a fire?
Well, I guess it's kind of cold at night.
Okay, so then you go inside. They're
Yeah,
not camping. It's not like they
that
need
is
heat,
true. They have this gigantic house behind them. So you can just go inside.
which is where the entire budget for the show went.
Yeah.
Um, no, but I love whenever Ilya gets like a little jealous and you can like see it and it again is acted so well by Connor, but like it's just so funny.
The way you can like this, he like never says anything, so it's just like silent. And Shane's like, you can't be. Also, the whole exchange about how Shane's like, I'm gay. And then Ilya's like, yeah, well, that doesn't really matter. Cause like, cause he's texting, well, the text that comes in is from Rose.
Yeah.
And Shane says that. And Ilya just is like immediately like wants to kill somebody or gives the
Not gay
vibe that he
enough
wants
to
to kill
fuck Rose
somebody.
Landry.
Um, but it's such a funny little like moment.
Again, very
So
well done. And then
yeah,
immediately into what the fuck was that?
the Canadian wolf bird is so funny.
I said that
Hello.
Connor did so well like this whole scene
Yeah.
because yeah. And then again, I don't remember where this was, but I was like, can I just give Ilya a hug? I just feel bad for
As what
him.
I was gonna say when he was telling Shane about how his mom died. He's like laying down and he asks about
Yes. Yep.
Shane's like, "Oh, have you talked to your brother?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"No," or whatever. That part in the book like made me I had to like pause because I don't think I had kind of I don't want to say I inferred it, but I was like that might be what happened. And then like just the way it was explained and written out, I was like it was just like flat out like this is it. And I was like, "Oh, hold on a second."
But the fact that he also like can never talk about the fact that his mom committed suicide, like, oh, like it
Yeah,
was an accident and like his family doesn't let him like process that
acknowledge
trauma
it.
ever. Especially like
Also the
once we get into the next book and how like he has similar feelings a lot of the times and
yeah,
it's like,
the way
you
that
know?
I saw an edit. It was an edit or a tweet, but somebody said that when he's like talking to Shane about how his dad was really hard on her and like the way he was describing his mom, it's actually like him describing himself at the same time because he went through like the same exact thing
Yeah.
and he's not processing that when he's telling Shane about his mom, but I was like I saw that and I was like, you know, like when people are like, "Did you kiss the brick before you threw it?" I was like, "Did you have to post that? Did I have
Yeah.
to see that with my
Posting is
eyes?"
optional,
That's what I'm
actually.
saying. I was like, "Come on." But yeah, that scene was it hurt my heart, but
I love when trades break mid podcast episode. It's great. We're not talking about that though. Go check our threads. It's not important.
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Um,
I'm sorry if you're a Canucks fan. That's all I've got
yeah.
because that's that's
Yeah. Y'all suck.
good for the Sharks. I'm so sorry for the Canucks and you guys if you are rooting
Yeah.
them. But
Back to fake hockey. Um,
fake hockey.
when they're playing the video game, I've seen so many people who were, first off, if you didn't know that was Ilya on the cover when he literally says, I'm on the
Yes.
game,
But first
I
off, I
fear
wanted
your
to
media
point this
literacy needs
out.
to come back.
Um, the like it's not as bad as the Madden curse, but usually whoever's on the NHL game also kind of doesn't do well the next season.
Yeah.
So I was like, why does that exist in this universe? Are we just pretending it doesn't happen? Or he's just like immune because he's Ilya and he can just, it's not gonna affect him,
I don't know, but I
which I think is
do
hilarious.
think it's really funny. Not funny.
Funny, haha.
No, please let me backtrack.
Okay.
I saw a lot of people saying that this was the only way that that Shane could have a picture of Ilya like in his
I
house. Um, and
actually
I
hate
was
that.
like, yes, but I also because people were saying that like in universe Shane also has a game, which I don't know if that's confirmed ever.
I was gonna
Um,
say I don't think we ever hear it.
but like would make more sense for him to
It would
have
also make
his.
yes.
So I guess in that universe, I understand that like if that exists, that one with Shane on it, then like yes,
Yeah.
him having one with Ilya is like a
It's
thing.
normal. Yeah,
But
like you would have it.
I don't know.
I
Um,
didn't even think about that. But
but
yeah.
also you're not anything is such a weird comeback for Shane.
Yeah, I know.
I'm you. You're not anything. What does that
I
mean,
know.
Shane?
Also, it was like a compliment because Ilya's like Shane's like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat you," and Ilya's like, "No, you're not. I'm you."
Yeah.
Like it's a compliment. Like he's saying he's not gonna win because he's as good as because he's you.
But I
Yeah,
think he was
Shane
also
just
saying like I am you, so you can't beat me because you'd be beating
yes.
yourself. Like I think it was like also like a weird.
It's like a two. Yeah, it's but yeah, the
But
comeback was
like
dumb. Did not land
doesn't make
at
any
all.
sense.
You're not
Um,
anything.
okay. The phone call. Um, there's no way that
Yes,
Hayden doesn't know what's
I was
going
gonna say
on.
this. The man's got 4 kids or whatever we're up to now.
Yeah.
Like he's he's gotta know. Like and Shane's
But
not
I
even
also
being like sneaky about it.
no, but can I also just say that like Ilya and I don't know how to make this sound. Ilya sounds like a man. He doesn't sound
Yeah,
like a girl giving head. He sounds like a man. And
yeah,
I just want to know what Hayden was thinking on the other line of like, oh, Shane's getting
true.
some weird, but good for him. Oh, Shane's getting
Oh,
some
wait a
from a
second.
guy?
Yeah,
Like, not that he'd know who it was, but it just felt very like, I feel like Hayden, like, he just came out on accident.
yeah. But I think like also it kind of Hayden's kind of like been on Shane for like he's known something's up. So
Yeah.
I feel like it wouldn't surprise him, but also he'd be like, "Well, wait, like
But also, I don't know. Maybe I'm just giving him too much credit because hockey players are fucking stupid sometimes.
also
So,
true. You
like
don't really
nine out
know."
of 10 of them can't read. So maybe that's
So I
maybe
was gonna
too
say
much, but
maybe he wouldn't
maybe he just doesn't know.
fully grasp what's going on. I just thought it was so funny where Shane's like, "My mom's on the other line," and then he's like, "Amazon's at the door," and he's out of breath, and I'm like, "You didn't even run to the door. If Amazon's at the door, they're still there. Like you didn't even get up.
I feel like I was
What kind of
watching
excuse
another
is that?"
show the other day where someone's like, "Oh, Amazon's here, I gotta go," and I was like, "What?"
That's a stupid excuse. I'm sorry.
Like unless you have
They're
to
gonna drop.
sign for something.
Yeah, they're gonna just drop it on your doorstep and leave. They don't need to see you unless you like
I don't know.
immediately want to take the package in. Like, what?
But this is one of the things where I talk about like the consent thing because obviously Shane's like, "No,
Yeah, when he has
bad
his
Ilya."
yeah,
But then he moves into a position that Ilya has better access to. So like don't tell me that man
yeah.
wasn't in like
Hmm.
because I saw someone on Twitter was like on their high horse about how Ilya is um grooming Shane and that he
Oh,
sexually assaulted him or sexually like yeah like
oh, I saw this on
assaulted him
another.
in the
Yeah,
shower and then like this was sexual assault too and like Shane never consented and I was like I think if you've been fucking someone for 10 years like you know their signals and like if
yeah,
Shane genuinely didn't want to do it they wouldn't have done it
yeah. It's.
Like I think
What?
Ilya's pretty on board with like what Shane wants and when Shane wants it. And
Yeah.
I think that Shane moving up so that he and opening his legs so Ilya has more access is pretty clear.
And like right before that, it's like they're like challenging each other because he was like, "No, I'm not gonna."
Get hard.
Yeah, and then
And Ilya's like, you sure?
however it was worded, but like it was literally like them being like a back and forth, like, okay, so we're just it's like we're gonna have like a fun little competition here and see how it goes.
Exactly.
I just
Again,
critical
media
thinking
literacy
skills.
is just
Critical thinking.
out.
Please. Please.
I need all of you to read a book.
Ah! Yeah, for real. Like it is not that hard.
But like also it just killed me that I was like
Yeah, Shane's like,
Shane
I'm not doing that, and then he just makes it easier anyway.
also
Okay.
because he's like, I'm not gonna get hard and Ilya's like, yes you will. And then Shane's like, no, I won't. But then the fact that he's also moving into position is like, yes, I will. Like, he's admitting defeat in that moment.
Yeah,
I think it's so
he knows it's
funny.
happening. Yep.
Also, the slapping is fucking hysterical. Um,
Yes.
and apparently like wasn't scripted.
I think yeah,
Just so
which
fucking funny.
makes it even better.
Because the fact that Connor is trying to put his fingers in Hudson's mouth while he's on the phone, it just, oh God.
It's so good.
Again, it's one of those things where I'm like, the comfortability that you
Yeah.
experience, one, in a relationship of that length, and two, like, they are finally getting to just like be themselves. And I
Yeah,
think
without
that like, this is one of those moments where it's like, you can see like their full dynamic and
yeah.
like on display. It's so good. And I love when queer people get to be happy, and I love it. And I think that we should see more of it in media. Thank you.
Yes.
Also, yeah, neither of you are being quiet.
No. Also, the same amount of things I've seen that people on Twitter were like, if Shane didn't mute the phone, like, because you know, there's one of those things where it's like, imagine if he thinks he muted it, but he actually didn't, and Hayden's on the other side, and I'm like, wait a second.
I do love that you can hear him muted though. Like you can hear like the
Yes, you can hear
click.
the noise, yeah. But I was like, you never know.
So I wrote down
Okay.
I wrote down and I said, does Hayden think it's Rose or does he think it's Lily? Also, the fact that it just again, hockey players are fucking stupid, y'all. Um,
Yeah.
and again, I'm generalizing and I'm like making a joke. I don't actually think that they're all
Yes.
stupid, just in case anyone wants to come for my
Of
fucking
course.
throat. The fact that Shane, whose rival's name is Ilya and plays in Boston, has a girl in his phone called Lily,
hmm
who he only sees when they're in Boston.
And the same for Ilya, but it's
But
Jane,
Jane,
and they only see each other when they're in Montreal.
how did
How does
no
nobody put it
one put it
together
together? But this is
for
okay.
that long?
That is one of the things that I saw one of the people on Instagram discussing of like, I would never have checked my phone in front of my teammates ever.
Yeah.
Which I get, especially with like the dick pic that happens earlier in the
Yes.
season. Like, I understand that. Like, I remember hiding my phone a lot because also I think it's different because I was like, oh, I'm just texting a girl, like, I'm just texting her.
Yeah.
I was never like sending explicit because also I came out
Yes.
earlier in my life than these two did.
Yeah.
But like, if I'm flirting with a guy now, just flirting with someone, I'm very much like, do not look at my phone. I
hmm
like check it like this to make sure nothing inappropriate has been said.
Yeah.
And like, that's like a straight relationship. It's completely normal for whatever. And so I think that like, yeah, y'all were a little too loose with your phones.
Yeah. A
Because like,
little.
even when Shane was dating Rose, I'm like, what if she sends you
The
something?
the one that got me the most is when Shane wins a cup and like they're in this is like a very hockey like every time the team wins a cup they just celebrate in the locker room. It's a whole thing. And they're all like spraying the champagne and screaming and whatever, and the shot is on Shane in the back on his phone, which first off, I wouldn't want my phone covered in champagne in the first place. That's
No.
nasty because it's
Your phone would
disgusting.
be behind the screen of
The
plastic
plastic,
that was.
yeah.
Also, I
But
wish that they had had the room covered in plastic because that
I
would
was
have been
like,
funnier.
why are you standing like I understand why, But I was
Yeah.
like, nobody in that room is on, like, why is nobody being like, why are you like, who could you possibly be texting right now that like didn't experience this or didn't already
Well,
see it?
because that's the thought process is if they're important enough to you, they're there.
Yes, which and that is very well portrayed, but the whole sense of being like, why is your phone, why are you doing that in that moment? Like, just anyway,
I'm
I
sorry,
get
but
it.
the idea of them being each other's wags, which I guess technically would be called halves, which is really funny in the hockey sphere of
Yeah.
things, but
What's the one that's it's like a one with partners, but I don't know if it's
I don't know. All I know is
wives
wives
and
and
partners,
girlfriends,
because then
and
it'd be
then
WAP, which is a whole other problem. That's what I'm saying. There is one that has that is part like the partners is a word in it,
I
but
don't
I don't
know.
think it's that one. Anyway,
SAP, significant others and partners. Soap,
maybe. So
soaps. That actually would make sense.
that
Significant
kind of
others and
makes sense.
partners.
Yeah.
We should make that a thing.
Soap.
We should get
That
soaps on the
actually does
pod.
work.
That
Forget
literally just
wags.
came out of my
Forget the
head. I have
wags.
no idea if that's happened before.
I don't
Um,
think that's it, but I love it.
but it's wags and habs, husbands and boyfriends.
Yeah.
But like theoretically, like the thought of them being in the group chat for the other,
Yeah.
like the thought of Ilya
And
having to
planning out their
pay
outfits and stuff.
$1,000 at the beginning of the season to
Yeah.
pay for Shane's girl.
No, literally.
Also,
So
imagine like
funny.
the cookies that would go.
Oh my God, yeah. I love that actually. Wait.
That would actually be a really like, not that I want anyone to get outed, but that would be okay. I'm talking in the show here. Like, okay, do you remember? I want to say it was Allie Nason
Yeah.
made cookies and Luke didn't have one, and everyone was like, "Stop outing Luke as like a broke
Because this
single
happens
loser."
every time, like when the wives all get together and they
Yeah,
have like all of the stuff, like the playoff jackets, and people are immediately like, oh my God, a number is missing. And it's like the easiest way to be like, oh,
they're
that's why it's
single.
missing.
Or they're in a closeted relationship. So it'd be
Yes.
really funny for like that to come out of like you see like, oh,
Could you
Hollander
imagine?
has a thing.
Yeah.
I wonder who
Wait.
he's dating. And like that's how people find out. Again, not that it would be funny, but like,
No, but that'd be like a fun little like an Easter egg in a way to be like,
yeah.
mm.
Or like
But
once
yeah.
they do come out, like they get each like once like oh like when they're on the sentence together and they have like each other's wag
Yeah.
jackets, that would be so
The wag
funny.
jackets are so funny.
Sorry, I'm just
I can get behind it. I can get behind it.
yeah. Okay.
That'd be so good.
Um, speaking of like the hockey side of these, why are they so bad at sewer?
Yeah, I know.
Like I know that in the books he has an ice rink at his cottage, and so I'm assuming like it was a fill-in for not being able to like literally have an ice rink and a cottage in the
Yeah.
budget. But like the fact that these two
Might be in his
men
basement.
are so fucking horrendous at sewer ball.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know, hockey players literally
Also,
play
like,
like keep it up with a soccer ball.
I feel like Ilya should have the leg up because, like, soccer's way bigger outside of,
Yeah.
like, North America. So, like, you'd think he would, I don't know. But it's, like, really bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay,
I just
sure.
thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
Um, okay. I literally wrote pause and then I don't know what it says, so give me a second.
Pause.
Oh, pause. You and I were discussing how if Ilya relinquishes his Russian citizenship, if the COC
Yes.
would let him then play for Canada, um,
Oh, yeah.
or COC and also IIHF, and if they would let him
Mm-hmm.
play for Canada in upcoming Olympics, especially considering now like Russia cannot play in the Olympics, like in the real world right now. So I
Yeah.
wonder if like 2026 Ilya would also be able to go to Team Canada with Shane. Um, and I think
There
that that's
is
like
the only thing I actually, when I looked up when you were asking about Flurry, I think the like requirements you have to live, like, if you have dual citizenship, you have to be able.
I'm saying if he relinquishes his Russian citizenship,
Yeah,
because
so
he
I don't
says in the
know
show he doesn't want a Russian
I don't
passport
know
anymore.
how, but I know like their official rules are that you have to live in the new place or your
Yeah,
secondary citizenship area, like whatever. You have to live there for at least 3 years, which like he would have already
he
met
would. Yeah.
clearly.
Okay,
Well,
but then so why is
when he
Hannah
goes to
Miller having
Canada,
so many issues?
I don't because she is like 3, I think.
Okay.
Because she went. Also, there's a rule that if you go, she played for China in her last Olympics or something like that. But there's another rule where like if you play for a country the last time, there's a whole process to go through for the next time, and they have to. I don't know. It's like
Well,
a whole.
so
It's very, very, very complicated.
in in Heated Rivalry universe, the last Olympics that Ilya played in was 2014 that we see was in
Yeah, we
Sochi.
don't know if they. I don't know if they say it in the books either. If they say if they go back.
But assuming when we
Oh
get to
wait, they wouldn't have.
2018,
Yeah, because that'd be the next year, timeline wise.
one, he wouldn't have been allowed to go. Two, even if
True.
the MLH was allowed to participate, did he want to play for Russia at
Yeah,
that point? Because wouldn't he have already been outed? I don't know that Russia would have let him play.
yeah. By that time, he probably wouldn't have
Also,
even been
I
invited.
would have to find it. There is someone who did an entire like legal analysis of like what would genuinely happen to Ilya if he did come
Mm,
out. Very interesting, very horrific. Um,
yes.
if I can find it, I will link it. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, please send it to me so I can link it. But I think I liked it and I didn't save it because I didn't want to show it to you because it was a painful read. Um,
Yeah.
but like he would not have been invited to play for Russia, so assuming then 2018, 2022, he wouldn't have played in the Olympics.
Yeah.
He would have been eligible for 2026 as far as I am aware about like the Canadian, and especially if he relinquished his Russian citizenship, then I think he would have been
Yeah.
fine.
I think it. Yeah.
So great. So we get Rosanov and Hollander on Team Canada and also on the same NL and MLH team. That is fucking horrifying.
Yeah. A little scary for everybody.
It's they would turn into Poulin and Stacey.
hmm
Like that's what that would be.
Yeah,
That's horrifying.
I know. But like in a good way, but also like not good for you if you're playing against them. Like good if you're on their team, not good if you're not.
No.
Like
Um, okay. Sorry, that was like a weird tangent. I
where are
think
we
I
at?
I think I sent it to you. It, you know the I think I'm gonna die in this
Oh, yes.
house.
Yes.
I sent you one that was like a horror edit of Shane and Ilya, and it's every single time that Shane looks like he was trying to explode
Oh,
Ilya with his
yes.
mind. And
I
like
think
one
I've
of the
seen it.
ones is when Ilya's like, I could just marry Svetlana
Yeah. And
and
he's
then
like he
get
wants to like
American citizenship. And
he looks
Shane,
like he both wants to kill himself and kill somebody. Like
yes.
it's he wants to do both things because
It
he's just like
it's like the Quinn Hughes stare, but with a little bit more anger.
yeah, like he's gonna carry out some kind of crime and
Yeah.
because he's that mad.
Um, so that's
Also
where
though,
we are
like
in the story, by the way. We're at
I
like the
loved
Svetlana conversation.
that scene though is so like perfect where they're both sitting on the couch like having their individual phone time.
Yes.
And I was like, and their feet are touching in the middle. I was like, wait, that's
Yeah.
also so real. Cause like, after you've done all this stuff, what else are you gonna do? You're gonna chill.
This is another thing I have. I know that I mentioned the no homo bro socks thing in like episode 1,
Yes.
and Shane's still wearing socks.
Yeah, in this one.
I wonder if that's like a Shane preference or if Shane
Could
will
be.
stop wearing socks in season 2, and I can't
Could
wait to
be.
find out.
That's a good point.
And this is a weird I hate feet, so like the fact that I'm paying attention to him wearing socks is disturbing to me. But I'm again, it's
But it's
one
a
of those things
detail.
where I'm wondering if the costuming is intentional for
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Anyways, but he genuinely looks like he's going to fucking kill Ilya and then go kill
Yeah.
Svetlana and then kill himself.
Yeah. Three stages of grief, but all
Yeah.
terrible.
Um, I don't know what that says either.
The one about is I don't know if it's a when Ilya is talking about
Oh,
how
I wrote footsie. That's what it was.
oh, see? It's that's literally what's happening.
Yeah.
When Ilya is like talking about how there's like beautiful girls everywhere and how like none of them like he could be with any of them, but they don't line up to I think he says it's slow. What does he say? Slow something
Slow hockey player with a weak
with a
backhand.
weak backhand. Yeah. And Shane, of course, is like offended that he said that he has a weak backhand. Um,
Also, I'd like to note that Ilya wasn't calling him slow like mentally. He was
like he's
calling him
so he can't
slow
skate
like
fast.
on the ice. Yeah,
Because
well, it's another one of those things where I saw people taking it too far on the internet and I was like, that's not what he
no,
means.
the whole point, the whole that's like
He's
I
making fun
think
of
it's
his
been
hockey
discussed
stick.
that he's a better skater.
Yeah.
Anyway, um, and Shane being like, "Do you want that problem to go away?" And the way he was again, the near crying, I sat there and I was like, "Oh my God."
But it's another one of those things where it's Ilya's still having like a rough grasp on the English language because him saying,
Yeah.
I don't ever want this problem to ever go away.
I
And it's
know.
like, it's such a, I was crying throughout the
Yeah,
last like
that
20 minutes
scene
of this
was,
episode.
yeah, it was so, again, so well portrayed and acted, and just that moment for them as characters is just,
Yeah.
yeah, very, very nice.
Um, Shane trying to figure out this problem and waking Ilya up at like 3 o'clock in the morning is so his type of mental illness coded,
Yes.
and I understand it complete
Also,
because I will text you at 3 o'clock in the morning and go, here's what we need to do to fix everything right now. Go. And
I would say my brain works the same way.
yeah,
About Ilya being like, I just woke up, and he can't, and number one, he can hardly, he doesn't, English is not his first language. He just woke up, and Shane's like, here's our entire life plan at 3 o'clock
no,
in the
that's
morning.
my mother did that to me this morning. She woke me up at probably 5 o'clock in the morning, came into my room and was like, here's my plan for the next 2 months. And I went,
See, but like you can
what?
understand English immediately.
But I
Imagine
don't
if
think
he
I was understanding the English because I went downstairs later and I went, what were you talking about this morning? She went,
did you say something I was supposed to pay attention to?
couldn't have told you what the fuck
I
she said. But
love
that's the
that.
thing is like I don't process English first thing in the morning. So I
Yeah,
can't
it's
even
real.
imagine not having it as my first.
That's what I'm saying. Being like, what are you talking to me about?
Um, and then I wrote God, I love love, and their love confession is just so pure and so
Yeah.
sweet and like the repeating of the Russian and the
Before he says it in
oh
English, yeah.
ugh,
Also, like, I think it comes up later too when Shane
hurts.
asks him to repeat it to like teach him how to say it in
Yeah.
Russian. That somebody pointed out that Shane has realized that he's heard Ilya say that
Yeah.
before on the phone call,
Yeah.
and like he's processing like I don't know if he fully processed what happened, but it's like, oh my God, it's not the first time he said that to him in Russian. But yeah, Ilya saying it twice, like while kissing Shane's skin before he's saying it in English was like the most perfect way that could have gone. And it was, again, following the conversation about them creating the foundation in honor of his mom and them uh being closer because
Yeah.
Eliodi moving to Ottawa. It was just, again, 10 out of 10. So well
Also,
done.
so then
My heart
following
can
up
handle it.
immediately with the she would have loved you like I love you broke me.
Yeah, that part, I
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think that I don't think that was in the book.
I
'Cause I feel
think
like
it
I would have
was.
remembered
No, I
that.
think it definitely
Was
was.
it? And I just totally I probably got more stuck on the hold on.
No, that's the wrong book. I
Ugh.
clicked on Game Changer instead. Please hold.
Oh, I opened it almost as a perfect page.
She would have loved you.
Okay, that's what I thought. Why do I not remember that?
It's he says, Shane, I love that idea, talking about it.
Yeah.
Like the foundation, and Shane says, yeah, and he goes, yes, it's very fuck. What was the right word? Was there a right word for everything Ilya was feeling in that moment? He couldn't think of one, so instead he said, she would have loved you. I wish I could have met her. Yes, me too.
Yeah. I just
And then
that
that's
moment as a
when
whole.
And then that's when he says, I love you too. Can you say it in Russian again? And then
Yeah.
he says, whatever you say it in Russian. And then Shane murmurs back, Ya lublю тебя. And literally it's like
Yeah,
phonetically
it's
done.
literally said
And then
that.
he says Ilya
So
just
good.
laughs and turns off the lamp. But like that, again, like that
The
made
whole
me cry in
sequence.
the books. Seeing it acted out. And again, this is where
Mhm.
like the intimacy coordination of all of it comes in of like the gentle touches and like the gentle, like the lips touching the skin and not
Yeah.
really kissing, but just kind of being there. And
Yeah. Again, no notes. It literally could not have been brought to life like any better.
oh my God.
Genuinely.
Um, oh, and now I can't read my handwriting again. Ilya playing mermaids. I love that Ilya's like, water! Yay! And because it happens at All Star and he does it here
Yes.
too, where it's like this man
He just
just
sees a
really
body of water. Yeah.
wants to have fun.
Mermaids.
Um, Gimme Kiss. Like just
Yeah, I said that one's so good.
so good. So good. So good.
Give me also this part here when my like the subtle foreshadowing of both of them being like Elliot is telling Shane that his phone has been going off all morning,
Yeah.
and like in that moment you're like, okay, that's kind of weird he's bringing that up, but like we very much find out very fast why that's coming up.
Yeah.
When they're
But
having their
also
like mermaid time.
the fact that Ilya pays so much attention that like he
Yes.
knew that Shane left his phone and was like, I can splash you all I want. You don't have a phone on you. I pay
Yeah.
attention to you, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Was great.
What a concept.
Um, this is the part of the episode though where I was like, we're not getting um like the last few chapters of this book.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we are staying in the cottage. We are not leaving the cottage. We are not getting the last few
Mm-hmm.
chapters. We are
Which
staying where we
maybe
are.
that's why I'm interested to see how they do like when we get to season two.
Yeah.
If they use that as a fill-in or if they just fill it in starting as where that book picks up. Because it's an interesting.
Well, I know that one of them, either Jacob or Rachel, had said that they're looking to get 10 episodes next season,
Yeah, I saw that.
or like 8 to
Which
10,
please,
which I think
I'll
would
take
make more
more.
sense because I think one of the things, so before we knew that there was another book coming out, everyone was like, first off, Jacob said that he bought 7 books and none of us were paying attention, and maybe we assumed there's another book, whatever. So going
Yeah.
off of the knowledge there were 6 books, right? And that the long game was the last book that we had. I think a lot of people in the fandom rightfully assumed that the long game would stretch seasons 2 and 3.
Yeah. Before
Um,
we knew anything, yeah, it would make sense.
and I think that when the book was announced and everyone's like, okay, so the long game is season 2 and Unrivaled is season 3, I was very worried that we're gonna cut some things short because we're also going to get introduced to the other characters and other stories
Yeah.
that exist in this universe. Um, I think
I
if we
don't
have
think they
10
have to
episodes
though.
though, but they
Yeah.
said
Like
they
I
were
think
going to.
no, no, yeah, but I'm saying like I don't think they'd have to cut anything because like the
If it's
next two
10
are so
episodes.
intertwined character-wise.
Yes.
So like it makes sense.
But
But
if
yeah, I'll
we
take
only
10
had
episodes.
12 more episodes of the whole
No,
series, I
there'd be
would
a
be
lot they'd
very
have to
concerned.
yeah.
That's what I was saying of like this one only being 6, I guess is okay. But if we get 8 to 10 for
There's a
the
lot more
next
that
two,
happens. Yeah.
yeah. But initially, when the new book was announced, I was like, are we also going to get like a fourth season? Because I'm a little concerned about like the timing and pacing of
How
everything
everything
here.
yeah.
Anyways, I feel like everything will work out if we get more episodes.
Yes.
But it was around this time when I was like, we don't have a lot of time left in this episode, and we haven't even gotten to his parents yet, and I feel like we're not gonna get to the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah. But I was like, I shouldn't be laughing, but like, why does his dad run away?
By the way, he just like gets in the car and is like, okay,
He's like, let me scatter.
I'm just gonna leave. Which is exactly what happens in the book too, which I was kind of like, okay, that's a little dramatic. We're just gonna
But it's
say see you later.
it's one of those things again where seeing it is just so much funnier than
Yeah.
reading it. So I can't read my handwriting again. I'm gonna read you what I think this says, and you're gonna tell
Okay.
me what it means.
I'm like nervous.
Oh, okay. Before we get there, Ilya saying maybe it's time to wake up, but
Yeah.
Shane is like, it's my worst
It's my
nightmare,
nightmare.
was so good. Like that's such
Mm-hmm.
good writing. That's one of those
Mm-hmm.
things where I'm like, that's so cheesy, but it's like one of
No,
those
but
things that
it
makes rom-coms even better because I'm
yes.
like, yes, I want someone to say that to me in real life.
Yeah.
And like telling him that he's brave and like
I
he can do and like
know.
he'll also love I love that Ilya's like, do you want me there? Do you not want me there? Do you
I
want me
was saying
there? Are you
volunteer,
sure?
like asking if he
Like
wants to go or not.
so
Which
good.
also is so funny when they're like going in the car and Ilya's wearing his Boston shirt and Shane's like,
It's not gonna
not gonna make it any better. And Ilya's like, they don't know I play for Boston, but like his mom, Shane's mom is so psychotic about hockey that
Yeah.
Shane's like, that's not gonna go over well, but okay.
I also think it's very interesting that Ilya hasn't had to come out to parents.
Yeah.
We can very safely assume that his parents never knew. And so he never had to come out to a family member. And
Hmm.
it's so interesting how he's so confident that this will go well with Shane's parents,
Yeah. But I also think
knowing
like
it
he
wouldn't have gone
knows,
well with his.
yeah, but I also think like his knowledge of like he's known how like and he is aware of how much Yuna like cares about like Shane's
Yeah.
career and like how like they're as a family like Shane is an only child, so like he's the only one that they have attention for.
Yeah.
So I think he's also aware of like Shane has a good family and has like there's no reason for them not to continue that because of this, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Which I guess can always be counteracted, but I feel like in that span, Ilia's just like, they'll be cool with it. It's just
Yeah.
you.
Um, when they walk in and they're just standing there like two little children looking like, Mom, I threw up.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say
And
Ilia
I'm like,
being like
you are
standing there like this.
two
So,
professional athletes who are make millions and
yep,
millions of dollars a year.
yep. But like this is one of those things where it's kind of like they aren't, especially Shane, like isn't actually his age because like it's something that's like he's just kind of becomes like a little kid in a sense where it's
Yeah.
like I have to tell you guys this and it didn't go the way I wanted it to.
Yeah.
Um, my favorite part of that scene is when he goes, "This is Ilya Rozanov." We already know that. And Ilya's like, "Hi." He just doesn't say anything else. And then the whole lovers thing, which is when you said the before when Ilya's again, he's been speaking English for what, like 10 years now, I think at this rate, but like you're still not going to be completely fluent in it.
Yeah.
So
Also, because
when
his internal monologue a lot of the times is like, I know that there is a word for this, but I
but I
don't
don't know
know
what
what
it
the
is.
word is.
Yes. So when Shane is like introducing him but doesn't say boyfriend and Ilya is just like, "We're lovers." And Shane's like, "That's disgusting. Don't ever say that again." But I was like, that's in Ilya's mind, that's what the word is to him in English
Yeah.
because like they love each other. That's what they are. They're lovers.
Like, what did you want him to say? Fuck
Yeah,
buddies? Like,
exactly. Shane's like, don't ever say that. But that whole interaction was just, it was so funny, but like heartwarming at the same time because like Ilya's trying his best, but he also just doesn't know the English word that he's supposed to say here, and that's what he went with.
that's what that note says. It says Ilya's face before they go in, I'm dead. But I wrote B, the number 4. So I was trying to
Oh,
figure out what
before.
word that was. It
That's
wasn't
so
a
funny.
word. That's why.
Also, one thing I live here too that I kind of realized afterwards is that even though Shane's dad like saw them at the cottage because he's going. Also, I love how they changed it to a charger in the book from or a charger in the show. I
Yeah.
forget what it was in the book. It was some other item. Anyway, the fact that Shane's dad knew and came home and didn't tell Yuna, so she, which like was a very nice way of being like he didn't. Everybody deserves to kind of have their own way of coming out, which of course it was kind of ruined for Shane, but
Yeah.
he was able to tell like both of them and not have it like further spoiled by his dad being like, "Yeah, guess what I saw happen? Like you'll never believe it." I thought that was a very nice little detail.
Dishwasher tablets is what it is in
Oh,
the
that's right,
book.
the pods, the little yes. Yeah, thank God it was a charger because I was like, why can't you just go to the store? Why are you gonna go raid your son's
Because
house for
chargers are so
some
expensive. So, like, I get
yeah,
it.
but
I mean, also they seem like they're far from civilization, so even the dishwasher
yeah,
tablets I would get, but
true.
like also just wash the dishes by hand.
Also true. It's
Um,
okay.
I'm realizing the question. I'm okay. I'm the voice memo that you sent me last night. I am realizing what question you were talking about now, and I understand it. Because I thought you were talking about one of the other questions that she asked, and I'm realizing exactly what you were talking about now, and I get it. I get
Do
it.
you?
I
Okay.
do. Um, I love because my next note is that I love that Yuna is so concerned with Shane
About
letting Ilya win.
well, my other one before that is that she like Ilya's like, "Oh, I'll just go to like Ottawa." And
Yeah.
she goes, "Well, you're not loyal to Boston. Like they drafted you and you've played there." And he was like, "No, I'm trying to be loyal to Shane, your
Yeah.
son." Like that's a bigger again, she's like a little psychotic about hockey and that's
Yes.
like Ilya, even Ilya's like that's where you get it from to Shane. But I
Yeah.
thought I was like, yeah, wouldn't that be the best like he's willing to move and go to a new team because he loves your son so much like but
Yeah.
her biggest priority is yeah, like you're not loyal to the team that drafted you and you've played for so long.
Yeah.
And after they find out how long it's been going on, because they initially think it's from All Star,
Yeah.
Which is also hilarious where like they're like rookie season and Ilya's like, no, no, before that.
But
Like,
I also think it's so funny that they're like, well, you guys have been in love. And they're both like, no.
yeah, they're like, that's recent. That's a
And then their
recent
parents are
development.
like, well, what have you been doing? And in my head, I'm like, if I was a parent, I would know what
Yeah,
they were
don't
talking
ask.
about and I would not be asking.
Yeah, exactly. Um, but yeah, the way Yuna's like, please tell me you'd never let him win, and Shane's like, absolutely not. Like not even at like cards or whatever.
Well, he asks, like, do you ever let dad win at cards? And she's like, no.
Yeah. So
And
again,
yeah.
you
But
kind of see where the
I know that's what
competition
you're
comes from.
alluding to in the long game, right?
I don't know, because you haven't read it, and I haven't seen anybody say anything about it on the internet.
Doesn't Shane like trip or something and like the entire Metros team is like you let them win because Ilya's on the team or
Yeah, but like,
something?
what is the context?
But I'm saying like the
Yeah,
whole
it
team
is that.
thinks
It
that
is similar to
like
that, yes.
they
But it's
think
like
that
a
he
very
let them win.
large, yeah, scale.
Again, I haven't gotten to the whole thing, but like that's what you're
Yeah.
referring. Okay. Um the moment with Shane and Yuna is fantastic. And I
Yeah.
especially like it because she doesn't say, I'm sorry if I like the way that she apologizes for like, I'm sorry if I've ever done something that makes you feel that way
Hmm.
is like because I think that a lot of times like I'm sorry if I made you feel that way is very like it
Kind of
comes
condescending.
across like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But the way that Yuna says it is like very intentionally like
Because didn't she
I
say
don't
like,
know how I made you feel, but if I did make you feel like
yeah,
it that's on me and it's not
because
on
isn't she
you.
worded as like, I'm sorry if you ever felt you couldn't have told me?
If I ever made you feel
Like you couldn't have
or
said
something.
told
Yeah.
me something like that. But it words it as like, and then Shane's like, no, it's, and you can tell it. She doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not her fault, but she doesn't want him to think like whatever it might have been.
Can I
But
backtrack
Shane's
real quick?
apology, yeah,
Ilya being like, "No, I've been with lots of women."
and yeah,
Like the fact that he's like, "Yeah, I need to clarify."
he's cool with it. He's just cool with it. He's
Yeah.
just there. He's just like, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying about you Shane's apology to Yuna?
That like broke me
Yeah.
when he was like, oh, I tried so hard,
Yeah.
and like the fact that they're both apologizing for different things, but that are both related.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that the whole scene was just it made me want to cry. It had me tearing up because like I,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
thinking about it. It's like oh, but yeah, that
So then they go back inside and I,
pasta time.
pasta time. I love the
Also, I
fact
love how
that
Ilya hasn't had. Somebody pointed out that like if you watch this scene, Ilya's just like eating that pasta like he's never had pasta in his life. And
well, because
somebody pointed out that he hasn't had like a home cooked meal in forever.
yeah,
And like this is his way, which is also a very good point that like we see it more in the long game too, but like he's fully being accepted into a family and he hasn't had a full like healthy, loving family
yeah,
probably ever.
ever.
So like he's just like fully enjoying being in a safe space and just he's like they like me for who I am. That's
Yeah.
it. It's cool. So he's just Shane's freaking out and
Well,
he's over
yeah,
there eating all his pizza or
I,
not
s-
pizza, his pasta, and
I
it's so
s-
funny.
saw someone say Ilya's having the best family dinner of his life, and Shane is having the worst
No,
family dinner of
literally.
his life at the same time.
Like that's actually what's happening. It's so
Um,
good.
I love that Connor decided to just eat 12 plates of pasta because it was the last day of
Yes.
filming, and he was like, "This is great."
It's
Um,
fine.
and I love th okay, the overstimulation panic attack experience. Again, this is one of those things where I'm like, Hudson is so
Unfortunately,
good with his
so real.
face because
Yeah,
I've done that before.
I know. I said that I was like, wait, that's so me. How many
Done,
times do I just
yeah.
do that? Like it's
I'm pretty sure you've seen me do it where we're doing something for like work or like we're like working somewhere and I literally just put my head down and I go, "Give me a
oh
second."
yeah, it's real. It is a real
Um,
thing.
but I love that Shane's like, "No, I'm fine. I'm just having a panic attack." And Ilya looks at his parents and then looks back at Shane to like
I
like
know.
affirm that he can like take over here. And he's like, "No, like it's okay. Like your family's here, your boyfriend is here." And that's also so
Like
cute
it's
because I
just
think
us. Yeah.
that word is what snapped Shane out of it. He's like, "Boyfriend? What do you mean boyfriend? Boyfriend? What do you mean
Mm-hmm.
what do you it like short
Yeah.
circuits his brain to stop panicking about whatever he's panicking about to now panicking about the use of the word boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's so great.
But the way like it comes after Yuna's talking about like, oh, I'm gonna reach out to your sponsors and like we can if you want to come out, like these ones will be
Yeah.
cool with it and like you'll still be like they have like a really big like marketing platform on this, like it'd be great.
Yeah.
And she's trying to like plan as like a businesswoman for her
Which
son's future.
I have to say, I understand how in her head that makes sense to like go full
Yeah.
balls to the wall and be like, let's fix everything.
And
But I
he's
also
like,
understand how from Shane's perspective, he's like, oh
yeah, it's
my
a lot because
God,
he
mom.
like he's not and he tells her he's like, we're not coming out
Yeah.
or I'm not coming out anytime soon, whatever. And so like the combination of having to be like, this is a lot. I just told you I'm gay, and like now she's planning about all this stuff about telling the whole world that
Like
I
it was hard
am,
enough
and
to tell
like
you, actually.
exactly. And that's why I think it makes Ilya's like his presence when he's like, it's just us here,
Yeah.
it's just your family. And I was like, because that's like his reminder of being like nobody else outside this little bubble is aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
Which is also very like reassuring and comforting. I feel like, but yeah, the boyfriend pulling him out of the whole
Yeah.
like, oh wait, what? So good.
So good. Um, I just this is I was like I looked at this scene and then I looked at like I knew that the car like them getting in the car was like the last like the credits
Yeah.
scene. So in my head I'm going, there's 50 more pages in this fucking book.
That's
Um,
yeah,
which like obviously we'll get to at some point. But I think
hopefully.
that ending it where they did for the purposes of like a TV show cinematic experience, I think was very
Yeah.
smart. Um, also
Especially
again,
because
like
we didn't know at that
perfect.
time that they didn't like if they didn't have a second season, it would have kind of been like cliffhangery
But I don't even
in
think
a
it's
way.
cliffhangery. I think it's a good they're gonna go live their lives and be
No, no,
happy,
no.
and we
I'm
don't need to
saying
be privy to that
yeah, yeah, but
information.
I'm saying like if they did it if they went through with the next 50 pages of the book and they didn't get a second season,
Yeah.
it would have felt like it would have automatically felt like there's a next step and you wouldn't have gotten it, so it would have felt a little like uncompleted. You know what I mean? So ending it the way it did, I feel like makes it rounds it out very nicely. And yeah, your point about they can just go off in the sunset and live their lives and be happy, and we don't need to know.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the last conversation they have is in the book is like they're just like, I'm just gonna keep you in bed all day and we're just gonna
Yeah,
hang out for the next 2 weeks and just be us and like that's how like the book ends and then we get the epilogue, which is about
yeah,
like the foundation. Um, but I think that and like I think that ending it in the car is very much like it's one of those like again the way that I took it is like they can go live their lives and do what they're gonna do and
mhm,
we as the audience don't need to know what that is. We
I
just know that
agree.
they are happy and they are secure with each other
Also,
and no matter what happens, they will be okay in
the
their own
whole
little world and bubble.
like idea of a romance and like they're literally riding slash driving out into the sunset
Yes.
as like that's their like and that's your definition of a
Yeah.
happy ending. Whether that was intentional or not, I probably feel like it would have had to have been.
Yeah.
But that's a nice way to be like, oh my God, like this is something that happened and they got over it and now they're just going off and if
Well,
you don't know what
especially
happens to them, the rest of their life's gonna be nice and happy.
I think especially like it's a again, it's a perfect ending because I think that if you had gone back to the house and them have sex again,
Yeah,
I think it would have taken away from that. Again, like
that's what
I
I mean.
hate to harp on this 17 million times, but I think that it was so intentional the use of sex in this show, and I think that them
Yeah,
not going back and having sex was one of the most intentional things because it felt
yeah,
very much like they don't need to have sex for us to know that they're in love. They can just be with each other and
yeah,
like be gentle with each other, and that is enough for love. And we don't need people to have sex for them to like
yes,
each other.
I agree.
So
Also, I was like so funny because the credits started rolling on the end scene, and I was like, I'm gonna wait this out because like there was like 3 minutes of credits. I was so happy I did because at the end when it's so like it's the same shot as like when they came in from the
yeah,
airport, which is another that was a parallel where like in the beginning they both had sunglasses on, weren't touching, we're like completely like we're just two guys in
stoic.
a
Yeah,
car, and then coming back they were like completely in love and no sunglasses and they're fine
yeah,
and it's happy. Um, but like literally the very last shot, the end of the credits, it's them in the car and they're like talking and whatever, holding hands, and then at the end, it felt more Hudson and Connor than Shane and Ilya. Um, there's a whole moment where like Shane reaches over for like Ilya's cheeks and like shakes his head a little bit, and he's smiling, and that felt more. It was. I was like, that seems more Hudson and Connor, but like it was such
But
a
it's
cute
so
little like,
good.
oh
Yeah.
my God, they're just happy and like they're here and doing it. So
I
yeah,
think, oh, I had a thought. It went away.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. What was I going to
I don't
say?
know. I don't know where you were going with any of it.
I hate when this happens. It was a good thought too.
Oh, I don't even know what sparked it, so I can't even be like, let me just say something and then it'll come back. It's okay. It happens to me all the time.
No, but it's so frustrating when it's like a important I had something to say.
And that, yeah,
I don't know what it was. Oh my God.
they're in the
Um,
car.
they're in the car.
The
They're being
parallel
all
from them
fun with
coming in
each
from the
other.
airport to the end. I don't know.
Let's just keep moving. Um,
Okay.
the fact that the fire pit scene was like one of the last things that they filmed though, and then seeing Hudson get like really emotional because the
Yeah,
story
the
that
clip of them sitting there on the like when they're
yeah.
all like clapping for it to be wrapped, and both of them are just like tearing up and like, oh my God, that's it.
Well, I want to say that Hudson especially was like really emotional because he
Yes.
felt like he hadn't got like been given like a chance to have like a different kind of role. And I think that this is something I saw like when the show first came out, as people were like, he's not that good of an actor, like he's just kind of like there.
Yes.
And I was like, well, if you see Hudson in real life, you know that man is
Also, again,
acting.
like the character he is portraying is very much,
Yeah.
I don't want to say boring as they do, but like he's
He's just
closed
very
off. He's
simple.
quiet. He's not the obnoxious, loud
Yeah.
center of attention character as a person. So like
Yeah. But that's what I'm
Hudson kind of
saying.
got the
Like,
tougher assignment to be like, because
yeah.
complete opposite of that. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, I also this is also my other thing where it's we are talking about like when I saw a conversation about people being like when you continuously like in Hollywood once you have a name you kind of get like just put in a bunch of movies
Yeah.
and shows and stuff and both of them were literally working at restaurants trying to like get a job
Yeah.
acting. So it's very much like you should give those people who like you think like give them a shot because like they deserve it and they're really really great. So
And like the way
yeah,
that everyone's taken to Shane and Connor is, I think, a really good reason for Hollywood to stop casting like the same people over and
that's what
over.
I'm
And
saying.
even because like even with like people we meet on vacation, like I love Emily Bader, but I don't think that she's that well known yet.
I say I haven't watched a movie with what else has she been in?
My Lady Jane on Prime, it's so good.
Yeah, so I haven't watched that.
You have to.
Tom,
It's fantastic.
well, obviously I watched the Hunger Games.
I still
So
haven't watched The
like,
Hunger Games, but yeah, the new ones, the
wait,
new
that's so
ones, the
funny
new ones,
because
the new ones.
yeah, and he's in the new ones.
I know.
But it's so funny because I'm sitting there and be like, why is like I was like President Snow in my head, and I'm like, no, no, he's not blonde anymore. You gotta stop.
No, I have not watched. I
Oh,
haven't
that
read or
actually helps
watched the
your.
movies.
That's crazy. I
Yeah, I
forgot that.
know. I know. I'm behind. I will watch them at
It's
some point.
fine.
My goal is to read both of them
I
and
have
then
to read the other
watch
one.
the first one before the second one comes out later this year.
Yeah, that's
Um,
so funny though.
yeah. That thought still will not come back to me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
If it does, just film it and then just put it in
Put it
here.
like
Be like, this is what Ken's forgot at
yeah.
like this time mark. Here's what the thought is.
Um,
Thanks.
I overall am so happy with the way that the show was done, and I think that it was cast perfectly. It was
Mm-hmm.
directed perfectly. The intimacy coordination was perfect. The like book to screen
I say
adaptation
the
of
way
it
it was
all was
adapted.
fantastic.
They missed on nothing.
I
They
am
did not.
so excited for season two. I am so excited for to read the rest of the books and for the new book to come out and to get to just like stay in this world of like queer joy and happiness. And even though like I know that there are more struggles that come in the next few books, um
I was gonna say I'm
I
so excited for season two, but that book like ripped my heart out and put it back in. So I'm like not also excited for it, but like I am at the same time. 'Cause I'm like
but I am wondering
emotional
like
turmoil.
how certain scenes that I've seen like written out are going to translate to the
Oh
screen
yeah,
and how much that's going to make me want to kill people.
yeah,
Um, so also I don't know if I said it earlier. We were talking about like the Pride Night in the NHL, like in real life.
yeah.
I want to say Sammy Silber, she's a beat reporter for
The
the
caps.
Caps.
Yeah,
She interviewed the team and wrote an article that I've seen clips of. I have not read the whole thing, on like the environment in the Caps locker room and like what they think is important about like Pride nights and progressive thought in hockey. Um, so I will also link
it's very well. Yeah, I'll say
that
it's a very good
below.
read.
From what I've read, fantastic. I just haven't had time to like sit and read, which sounds
Fully, yeah.
ridiculous, but like
No, I know
I
what you
want to
mean.
give it
You
the
gotta like
attention it
fully
deserves.
process it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and if this show can make an impact, that would be great. And if it doesn't make an impact on real life hockey, I think it's made enough of an impact on real life people,
hmm
and I think that that's okay.
Yeah, it's all
Um,
win-win.
I also don't think that media needs to be change inspiring to be good. I think that it can just be
It
like a
can
good
just
thought
enjoyable.
piece. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, I love it. I'm happy. I'm happy
yeah,
that it has brought new people into the hockey space and um hockey people to new spaces like reading and different
yeah,
content that they wouldn't have normally engaged with. Um, so yeah, I'm very excited. And then on a
yeah.
very meta thing, I think it's really funny that podcasts have kind of been like the hub for heated rivalry conversation
Oh yeah,
and that the book is literally about evil podcasters, like the seventh book.
yeah.
And I want to know what was going through Rachel's head when she was writing the book and like that was the plot line and then seeing all of these podcasts
I
take off.
know.
I'm like,
Like, wait,
was she like, excuse me, this is the opposite of what's
that's I
supposed
was
to
gonna
be.
say.
Um, I just think it's really funny and I'm very excited to like
Yeah.
dive more into the books of it all.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
I'm
know.
glad there's so many of them because I don't mind like a smaller series, but when they have a decent amount of them, I can just be like, wow,
And
you don't really have to leave.
they're not difficult reads. Like they're
No.
pretty easily digestible. So if you're like not a reader and you're looking to start reading, I think that these are good books to get
Yeah,
in on.
there's not a like I don't want to say there's not a whole lot going on, but like it's easy to understand and the plot line moves very nicely. So what happened?
I thought I had it like right here and I could like
Oh,
show how thick it is.
I pulled it out before. This one, Heated Rivalry.
Like any of them, yeah. Like they're not huge. They're like a normal
The
size
long
book,
game is longer, by like
but
50 pages, I think. But
it's not they're not that bad.
no, you
And they're
could,
not like they're not verbose. They're easy to understand. They're easy to digest.
and there's mostly if you're like me, it's like a short chapter book, not a
Yes.
long. I can't say when chapters are more than like 20 pages. These are like
Yeah.
a couple pages and you're good. So if that's something that annoys you, like it annoys me, these are good.
I did say that when I was reading it that it felt like a bite-sized read in the
Yeah,
way that like you can read like a
like if you only have,
chapter.
yeah, if you only have time to like read one chapter, you can read it and
Yeah.
like it's fine. You can go.
And
It
it's
works
also
out.
it's not one of those like I'm reading a book right now where the chapters are very like cliffhangery.
Oh, I hate
And
that. And then like the next one is like it picks up exactly where it left off.
yes, but also
hmm
in the way that if I take too long from what
You
happened, I
forget what it
like
was.
am forgetting like where we are in the story. Also, it has seven,
What book is this?
I want to say it has four or five different perspectives, and also is like
How do
a
you
very
even
complicated story.
Oh my
And
God.
so I am like trying to read it as fast as possible, but it's an audiobook and I can't do audiobooks unless I'm in the car.
What is it?
So I'll probably finish it tomorrow. It's the second book in the Assistant to the Villain. It's the Apprentice to the
Oh,
Villain.
seven. There's four.
There's at least
That's a lot.
four
Oh
because
my goodness.
there's the two
That
main
makes me nervous.
characters, one of the side characters, another one of the side characters, and I'm trying to remember, I don't know, there's at least four.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so like
This
it's
isn't
a
like
lot
that.
to keep up with, which I love books like that. Like I eat those up
Yeah,
too, but this is a very like easy. The only thing I will say is that if you are a closed door romance, this is definitely not for
absolutely
you.
not for you. No,
Um
it is completely. The door's not even on the hinges open.
it is
There is no
unhinged
door.
actually.
Yeah.
Um, no, it is very much an open door, very explicit romance, and that is literally the only reason I could see someone not wanting to read it is
Yeah.
just because it has a lot of open door in it. Um, Other than that, would highly recommend the TV show,
Yeah.
highly recommend the book. What like this is a silly question, but like out of 10, do
Oh
you
my
have
God.
like a score
For the book or for the show?
for the show? Or if you're like
Or both?
letterboxing the show, like out of 5 stars, I guess.
I'd have to give it five.
Okay, I'm
I
glad
don't
we're in
think I've
agreement.
ever like there's not anything I would complain about. Like there hasn't been anything that I was
No.
like, oh, that made it unenjoyable.
But I
I
think
ate
that
it up.
also does concern me for season two.
Yes. Because also season two isn't so like or like the long game isn't so happy-go-lucky.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's just like my expectations now are so
yeah, but I
high.
think like it will continue like
I would hope so. I would hope so.
there's a text. Whoa. There's a text. That was my sweater on the thing. There's a text and based on how well the first one was adapted with the cast and director, I don't think it can go downhill.
No,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
I know it's like something that I guess happens, but I think I have lots of faith. I think it'll be very, very good. I'm very
Yeah.
excited.
Also, if you liked oh fuck, what's her name?
I don't know. I
What's
don't have context.
Nadine's character's name? Elena?
Yes.
Okay.
The Kip's friend?
Kip's friend.
Yes.
If you liked,
Yeah,
I think
Elena.
her name's Elena. If you liked Elena,
Yes.
that actress is starring in another Crave original called Slow Pitch. It's about lesbian softball players.
Yep.
Um, so Crave, if you're listening, please find a US
Yeah.
distributor, please.
I was gonna say
Um,
they haven't given that one to us yet, but if you're in Canada,
I don't
please
think it's
enjoy it.
come out yet, but
No,
it's
but
like
it
in
will be.
production. Just hope that we get that in America
Yeah.
because that would be nice to see. Yeah, that was our Heated Rivalry review of the TV
Woo!
show. I'm sure we'll have a book review soon.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like sad. I'm like, I don't want
I
this to
know.
end. I don't know
That's
what
what I'm
to
saying.
do.
Like, I watched the last episode and I was like, what do I do now?
I haven't done a full rewatch
Like,
yet, so I'm
me
very
either.
excited to do that.
I want to sit
Um,
down and watch all of them like
as a
as a
movie.
whole. Yeah.
We should have a
But
girls' night and just have like popcorn
oh, that'd
and
be fun
I'm gonna
actually.
say Shirley Temples because they have ginger ale in
Of
them.
course. You can
We
make
can
your own.
pretend. Yeah. Just
I
Shirley
do like
Temple and
that.
popcorn night with Heated
Maybe
Rivalry
like
in the
little
back.
snacks. You know like how people make snacks that are like themed to the show? We could do that.
Yeah.
I do like that.
It's
That'd
a
be cute.
fantastic idea. Amazing.
I love it.
Well, because you're gonna have off for like the entire month of February. So.
I'll have more, I'm not the entire month. I'll have more time off.
Yeah.
Not the entire month.
We'll have more days that overlap
But
with our having time off, is what I mean.
yes, hopefully.
Um, if you are a Heated Rivalry fan and you're looking for some actual hockey in explanations, so if you're looking for hockey, we have a Hockey 101 and an NHL episode. I keep fucking up the two league names. We have a PWHL intro episode. We also
Hmm.
have like a rules explanation episode describing like the differences between the NHL and the PWHL. And we also talk about hockey here a lot. So
Yeah.
if you're new and you want to stay in what I would consider a safe space for all people to learn about hockey, please do. Um,
And
and
that's if like if
yeah,
you are watching and you have a question, just tag us on like
Yeah, just let us know.
social media or something, we'll answer
Send us a DM. We'll
happily.
answer it,
Yeah,
let you know.
like whatever it is.
Um, because I feel like there's a lot of questions that seem stupid that are not stupid because
There
hockey's
are
kind
not.
of weird.
Yeah. Or
Um,
something that seems like straightforward probably isn't.
but it is the best
So,
sport, and the Olympics are coming up really soon, and so
whoop
you
whoop.
have oodles of opportunity to watch the
Yes.
best hockey that is available to everyone. And yeah,
Women and men.
yeah, and
So
para
yes.
hockey as well, which
Yeah. Another
super
month.
excited for.
Yeah. It's all
Yeah.
happening. It's all
Yay!
happening.
All right, and that is our weekly episode. There's no hockey episode this week. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. I feel
But
like I was thinking about it. I was like, what would we even talk about?
there are like 10 different trades that happened last week.
But like, we
There's
can
there's
get to
always
them.
stuff for us to talk about. I just think
True.
that this is my capacity for the week is
Yeah.
one episode.
Also, my brain again has been so like heated rivalry programmed that I'm like,
Yep.
oh yeah, they're like that's really happening in real
Well, I
life. I
made
should probably.
I made a joke that I think I've talked about and watched Heated Rivalry more than I have talked about and watched hockey in the past few weeks, which is bad considering that hockey is like the job.
I say
Um,
I don't think I can say that because I talk about well, but now that we talk about this at work, I'm like we're
yeah.
splitting things. But yes, it's also
I was
like
like,
way more
whoopsies.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
We're having fun.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Falls under the umbrella.
Yeah. All right. Go follow us. I'm gonna end the episode because I'm just gonna keep talking. But love you
Thanks for
guys.
listening.
Bye.
Bye.